All right, ladies, we're going to start off with doing the makeup tutorial. This is going to be highlighting the most dangerous 8 seconds of a makeup application. It doesn't matter about your age. This is for all women. We're also going to be having a lot of tips throughout this makeup tutorial. And this video is also sponsored by Nira Pro Laser. This is really exciting because you know that they came out with a new Pro Laser if you've been watching my videos. It's called Pro Plus Laser. That means that it's 50% more powerful, 35% faster, which is amazing. It went from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. So this is really a great thing because I don't love to spend a lot of time doing all the things with my beauty tools. And what I really love is that it's lightweight. I will not use something that's heavy. I've tried. It wears me out. And I want something that's simple and easy. You know that I have been very transparent about not doing Botox and filler for years. And so I use the Nira to soften my lines. I use the Frownies to basically make a cast at night. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. So I have like this paper mache, like cast, if you will. And I'm really working on just these fine lines and the fine lines around my eyes. So I have been using this for a couple of years now, and I really like it because it's fast, it's easy, it's light. I see results. And I'm not looking to eradicate everything on my face. I have realistic expectations. I have to be consistent with this. And it has a larger tip, so I can do my whole face, I can do my neck, I can do my chest, my décolleté, and I can do my hands if I wanted to. So this is a really great, easy way if you want to take control of your skin and your aging and not have to be running to the doctor's office, plastic dermatologist, etc. I really like this. I really feel that it helps my skin. So I have it on usually level 2 or level 3. It goes up to 5 and you can hear it. You can see it also with the little lights here. And then what's nice is that I just go around my eye. I target the areas that I really want to see softened and improved. And it's very simple. You can hear it. You have a little heat and then you hear the little beep and then you'll hear it again so you can know how to move it. So this, when it sounds like that, it means you didn't connect well with the skin. So you would do it again. And then I just go into this little area here and you'll see I do have a little bit of that redness. This is going to get to the dermis. This is going to stimulate the collagen. And there's no downtime though, because you can see it just disappears. It doesn't stay red. It's FDA cleared. It's for all skin types. And then I just turn it off like this. Then what I've been doing is I've been using the Youth Renewal Peptide Cream. It's a multi-peptide, and this really locks in the moisture. It feels really good, very smooth on the skin. So I'm just going to add a couple of the pumps here, and then I'm going to add it to my skin. So the peptide cream is on. Skin is feeling very silky, very smooth. We are going to go into the makeup tutorial. I'm first going to use my eye primer. I have tried, because I want to use the Armani eye tint. I have tried to do it without the eye primer, but you can see I have this pigmentation. It's almost the color of this. This is cashew, and I don't like it looking muddied. So I have to use my eye primer to lighten my eyes so I get the actual color that's in this little bottle out on my lids. I don't want it to look like mud. I don't want it to look dirty. Something exciting. I have a new concealer brush that is coming shortly to the website. I'm very excited about it. I have upgraded it and refined it. So you're going to see that it is going to be perfect for your eyes. If you have smaller eyes, if you have eyes like I do, it works for all of us, which is really nice. Again, ultra silky smooth. It is cruelty free. And you're going to just be placing this product where you need it when you use the brush. Instead of your fingers, this is really nice. You can build up or you can really shear it out. What I really like is that I'll have extra on and I'll just go into this little inner corner. So I get a little nice coverage there and it's just perfect. It just fits right in that little crevice. And this is why I designed it the way I did. I'm going to take the Cashew from Giorgio Armani. This is just a cream eyeshadow. I learned that I just put it in the center of my eye, just like that, because the last time I got really excited about it and I put on too much and it kind of expands. So I don't want that. All I'm going to do is take my eyeshadow blending brush and I'm going to sweep this across. So it's giving me a nice matte base before I go and start creating with a little eyeshadow. So now I feel like I have more control and they're even from the last time that I did this. I'm going to be taking my Strong Brew. This is a matte palette, talc-free, gluten-free, so beautiful and silky. And I'm going to be using all three. But I wanted this base first because I wanted it to be a little bit more than just putting on the eyeshadow. So this is going to give me a long all day wear also. So I'm going to take the middle color and I'm going to just go straight to the middle of my eye, bring it down, but I'm not going up too high because I already have that cream shadow there first. So I'm going to just keep building up. Now I'm going to use the lightest color here. I'm just going to do the brow bone. Now I'm going to go into the darkest shade, and this is when I'm going to really give some definition to my eyes. I'm going to use my short smudge brush. I want a dense brush. I'm going to go right into this dark color, and it depends on what you want to do, what kind of shape you want to do. I really want to just go to the base of my lashes just like this, and then I'm bringing it up at the end. Just bringing it up just a tad. And then I'm not really going into all of this in that crease. I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to bring it across. And this is really just my outline. I want to build this up just at the end here. And then, I just love it. I love doing the eyeshadow first, and then I'm going to go over with a waterproof dark chocolate. You can get as messy as you want to be when it comes to your eyeshadow, because you're not doing your foundation, concealer, everything first. So I'm going to just take my Almay pad, lift up just right at the end. So if I went a little too far, I can just clean up. I don't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to take my waterproof chocolate, dark chocolate eyeliner, and I'm going to go right over this. And now if you notice, I normally would be doing the curling of the lashes, but there's a reason why I'm not. I'm going to explain in 1 minute. So we're going to the base of the lash, and this is going to just reinforce that shadow. So you're going to get a darker, more concentrated pigmentation here at the base of the lash. I love this because if you really want your shadow and your liner to stay all day, right here, this is the little trick that I do, and it just looks beautiful. Now I'm going to just balance underneath. You could also just take shadow if you wanted to. Right here, I'm going to smudge it just a little bit so it has that balance from the top to the bottom. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The most dangerous 8 seconds is going to start right now. So the first thing is your eyelash curler. Now, if you don't know how to use a mechanical eyelash curler, don't use it, because you're going to really damage your lashes, or worse, I don't know. Lots of things can happen. I saw and heard a lot of things in my studio when I was seeing clients. So the first thing that I would suggest is getting these little alcohol wipes. I get them at the drugstore. They're very simple, very easy. I have them in every single purse. You never know when you're going to need this. And I always clean the lash curler after every use. So you want to do that. You want to replace the rubber also when it gets to be old. They do have replacements, so you can do that also. You don't want to be crimping your lashes on a rubber little insert here that's cracked or broken or about to fall out. So what is really dangerous about this is that if you're in a rush, because I know a lot of us do our makeup, we're in a rush or we're trying to hurry. If you don't have a good grip on this, do you see how it can twist and turn like this? Well, this happened to me. I was in my early 20s and I was rushing to go to a wedding, and I went to do my lashes just like this, but I didn't have a good grip on it, and it twisted just like that. So this twisted and it ripped out a quarter of my lashes. Literally, they were all in my hand. So they like all came out. It was very shocking. And I thought, oh my gosh, I hope that they grow back. Like, I hope they grow back. This is before lash serums and everything. So it just was like, okay, I actually put 2 little false lashes to continue my lash because it looked just terrible. It like literally stopped. So that is a very dangerous thing if you don't know how to use a mechanical eyelash curler. Number 2, you can get your lid stuck in this little crimper if you go too close. You're just to go to the base, and you're supposed to pump just about 5 to 10 times, nice and gentle. But remember, You want to make sure you don't have any skin. So slowly go down first before you start to try to curl your lashes. Now, if this is too scary for you, there are heated eyelash curlers that you can use. There's a ton of them on the market if you want to. Do something a little bit more kind of not so scary. So I know a lot of ladies don't want to put this to their lashes, or your lashes are very thin and brittle and you don't want to put pressure on them. So this is something that could be dangerous for the lashes if they are already compromised. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the base. I'm going to curl my lashes. This is very important for me because my lashes are straight. I want to see them up. It opens the eye. It gives you a refreshed look. It is amazing when you do curl your lashes properly. It does make a difference on the quality that you have for this. A lot of women will tell you no, but I'm telling you as a professional makeup artist, it is an important factor to have the right tension. This is from Shuamura. I've had it for decades. I did try the Kevin Aquan one recently. I did not like it, so I've stuck with the Shuamura, and that's it. That is, you will know there is a certain tension compared to all of the other cheap or fakes or whatever you want to do. It's not going to be the same. So now we're on to the rest. I would say maybe it's the next 5 most dangerous seconds of a makeup application. That is your mascara. So first, we want to make sure that the mascara is not expired, it's not old, it's not past 3 months. So what I do is I print out on my brother's the date that I open up the new mascara. And so I always remember. I have said to myself so many times, oh, I'll remember. It's like August 3rd. How could I forget? And I never remember. So I put a little sticker here. It tells me in 3 months I will throw it away. Another thing you don't want to be doing is pumping your mascara. You're pumping air into it, creating bacteria. So that is something that you don't want. You don't want pink eye, you don't want conjunctivitis, you don't want any of that. So that's why you do throw it away. If you feel like you can stretch it and what have you, I mean, that's the dangerous road you want to go down. That's up to you. I, as a professional, always say, throw out something you're using on your eyes every single day. It doesn't even matter if you're not using it every single day. The fact is that you're using it on your eyes. You throw it away every 3 months and you get a new one. I always have backup of my mascara so I don't have to worry and feel like, oh no, now I don't have a mascara. So you don't want to pump either. And you want to make sure you have the right formula for your lashes. I find that waterproof, unless it's a one-off and you're going to a wedding and you know you're going to cry, it's the worst thing to do to your lashes. The chemicals on it, it's very difficult to take off. If you don't take it off properly, you're going to damage your lashes, so that's very dangerous. We want to preserve our lashes. It's very important as we're aging because we're limited. Like they start getting sparse. I have holes in mine here and there. They're not as long, etc. You want to make sure you have the right formula that works with your lashes and you know how to apply your mascara. I know it sounds silly, but let me tell you, the stories I've heard are just insane. You could be rushing and you poke your eye. That's happened. I've seen it. I've witnessed so many things that I'm talking about. So I know it does happen. So you want to go to the base of your lash. You want to make sure that you can see. If you need to get a magnifying mirror, get whatever you need to be able to see and you don't poke your eye. And you are going to the base. You're not on the mucous membrane. You're going to the base. You're wiggling back and forth and you're coming up. So you want to have that really beautiful, thick lash line. You don't want clumpy. So this is really the most dangerous 8 seconds of your makeup application, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're crimping your lashes wrong, you're rushing, you're poking your eye, you're using old mascara, you're using a really terrible formulation for your lashes as a mature woman. You really want to just hone in on this aspect of your makeup application. You want it to be seamless. You want it to look beautiful. You want to know what you're doing and have control. And that is something that this could have been irreversible for me with my lashes falling out. You never know. So you don't want to run into those problems. You don't want to, there's so many tools out there for you to help you if you can't use a mechanical eyelash curler, like I said. But this is one of the, I always say it's the make or break of your makeup. Like it makes your day when your lashes look amazing. It makes you look awake. It makes you look beautiful. Regardless of everything else you're doing, eyes are really a focal point. So this is why I want you to really know what you're doing, what formulas you're using, when to throw out your mascara. So it's not something that's negotiable. This is something that you really need to pay attention to and follow. You do have to follow the rules when it comes to hygiene and everything that goes along with your mascara and your lash curler. We've passed the most dangerous 8 seconds of our makeup application. I'm so happy we're finished with that. Now, what's exciting is that we're going to do complexion, but I have a really special lipstick color that is launching this summer that you have been asking me about. I've been wearing it on some of my reels and on Instagram. It is so beautiful. I'm going to demonstrate it for you today. So let's do the complexion. Let's really make ourselves feel more confident. We don't see pigmentation. I'm using my Just Peachy. This is my color corrector. I'm going to just lift the color that's underneath my eyes here. I'm not going all the way up to the lash line because I'm going to move this product and I don't need that much underneath my eyes. I'm going to take the concealer brush and I'm going to just place this in. You can see that I'm using more of a tapping motion. I'm not dragging it across. I want this product to stay right where the pigmentation is, and then I basically taper it down. If I have a little extra in this area, I'll take it into that inner nose or around the corner of the nose. Here's a really nice tip. If you have darker pigment and lighter pigment, or you want to kind of treat your under eyes in a very specific way, I like to use my Fair and Light Creamy Concealer. I'll use my lights where it's not as dark. Sometimes I've shown this to you also on Fierce Aging. It's a really fun technique that I like to do. And then I'll take the Fair and I will dot it right in between. So I'm getting a little bit more lightness. I really like just going in between. This is just something that I do. It's a little trick, something that you might want to consider. This is something that I like to do. I see a big difference when it comes to just blending out these two different colors and getting that lift. I'm going to go in with my blending brush. This is just my eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm going to give it that airbrushed kind of feel right underneath here, just like this. I love using this brush because it's more of that airbrush. You can see it's just really nice and flawless, the finish. Now I'm going to take a little BB cream. I'm going to just buff this into my skin. I'm going to take a quick little swipe of milk chocolate on my brows. I just want my brows to be up, and I want to cover any of those grays. I have a couple grays that are coming out. We're going to just cover those. We can go in with two different color options here for lip liners when it comes to the new lipstick color called Fleur. This is such a beautiful fuchsia. It is so pretty. And if you don't want a red, you don't really love having darker colors, this is going to be your alternative. I wear this color all the time. We used to have a color in the line, if you've been with me for a long time, it was called Front Page. So I loved it so much, and every time I saw it in pictures, I thought, I have to bring that lipstick back. So I have brought it back, and it's called Fleur, number 34. And you could use Rosé All Day as a lip liner with it, or you can use Unapologetic. It's up to you. It just depends. Rosé All Day is going to be a little bit lighter, or the Unapologetic is going to be a little bit darker. It just depends on what you want to do. So I'm going to line my lips with the Unapologetic. Then we're going to add on the Fleur. You can see how creamy and how high shine it is. It's so comfortable. It's so beautiful. Now you can blot it down if you find it to be too powerful. I actually really love this. I'm wearing navy. I love navy, pink, really punchy pink, and silver. So I just think it looks really pretty, and like the matte eye with the strong broom, just very pretty. I'm going in with our Classic Beach Glow. It's all cream, so this has a lot of range for you. You can use your fingers, you can use a brush. I'm using the flat foundation brush, and I'm going to go into the middle color and just give my cheeks some color, like bringing my skin to life, matching this beautiful lip. You can see that it gives you that really nice hydration. I'm going to take a little bronzer, and I'm going to go at the base, and I'm going to just work it into the blush. All right, so you know what's really exciting. Let me take my hair down, see if it's going to cooperate with not being too wild. Now, we have Upgrade, which is a beautiful topper to this color. It is so perfect. It just matches beautifully. But also we have beautiful new packaging that we're rolling out with all of our different lip liners. So now our lip liner is going to be matching our beautiful rose etched lipstick. So you can see all of the rose detail here. And then we have the lip gloss name here. And then on the front, my name. So we're going to just do a tiny bit so you can see, just creating a different hue, just something in the same family. That's what I really love about using all of my lip glosses to create a signature color for you. You can add them into anything. We actually did a really cool combo the other day in the office. We did Confidence with Upgrade, and I couldn't believe it. The girls were wearing it, and I said, what's that combo? I said, I would have never thought that. I haven't gotten to that part yet of just mixing like anything and everything. So this is the look. It's really beautiful, but also staying safe, understanding the importance of application technique, of understanding the tools you're using, and not just doing anything thinking nothing can happen, because it can, and we want to really preserve our beauty. We want to go into each decade with a full set of lashes, not missing some of them because we had a little bit of a problem, or we're getting pink eye, or we're doing all of these things because we're not paying attention to our makeup. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, is there any other processes or techniques that you think are dangerous in a makeup tutorial? I would love to know. And until my next video, I'll see you later.